Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to look at the leading cryptocurrency focused on private and censorship-resistant transactions. This project is called Monero, and I'll give my thoughts on how many Monero I think you'll need to be a millionaire in this bull run with detailed price predictions. I'll cover Monero's tokenomics, compare Monero versus Zcash to see which privacy-focused cryptocurrency is the best, and I'll also explain the news of crypto exchanges delisting Monero, and also the EU's up-and-coming ban on privacy coins as well. And finally, if you find this free content useful, please be sure to hit the subscribe button to help support the channel. Okay, now let's begin. About Monero. Monero is a leading privacy-focused open-source cryptocurrency that is focused on private and censorship-resistant transactions, meaning it is designed to make all transactions confidential and untraceable by default. And it is able to achieve its high level of privacy using several technologies that include stealth addresses, ring signatures, ring confidential transactions, and Dandelion++. I'll explain what each technology does, starting with ring signatures. Its role is to hide the sender's identity by mixing the actual transactions with several other unrelated transactions on the blockchain. The stealth address's role is for every transaction a unique one-time address is automatically generated to ensure the recipient's identity remains private. Ring confidential transactions was introduced in 2017 and hides the transaction amount, and finally Dandelion++ protocol helps obscure the IP address from which a transaction originated, giving an added layer of network level privacy. And what I think makes Monero unique over other privacy coins in the space is it has the highest level of decentralization in both network security and code development. XMR is a native cryptocurrency token of the Monero blockchain and is primarily used for private confidential digital payments and can be used by anyone who wants to keep their financial activities private from governments or corporations. Monero was founded in 2014 as a fork of CryptoNote protocol, with the core team of developers who work on it choosing to stay private, except the lead developer, Riccardo Spagni, who later stepped down from the project in 2019. The aim of Monero is to be a decentralized electronic cash that allows fast, inexpensive payments to and from anywhere in the world, without any multi-day holding periods like you get with traditional banks. And it's also completely open source, meaning it relies primarily on donations from its community to fund its ongoing development. Monero supply and tokenomics. Monero has a total supply of 18.44 million tokens, with the same amount of tokens in circulating supply. But unlike Zcash or Bitcoin, which has a fixed supply of 21 million, Monero has an uncapped supply, but it's a very low inflation rate. XMR is a native cryptocurrency token of the Monero blockchain and is primarily used for private confidential digital payments and can be used by anyone who wants to keep their financial activities private from governments or corporations. The initial token distribution of Monero is as follows. 100% is allocated to mining reward. So as we can see, Monero had a fair token launch. They didn't have any initial coin offerings, which meant no tokens were set aside for early investors or the development team, and the entire initial coin supply was and still remains available to the public through mining. And why a fair token launch is good to see as an investor is because other projects can look to raise funds through private sales to venture capitalists or angel investors before going public. That can lead to a large number of tokens being dumped onto retail investors once the project is live. So this makes Monero's tokenomics fair for everyone, which I like. Exchanges delisting Monero. Monero, being a privacy-focused cryptocurrency, has unfortunately meant it has seen a large number of major crypto exchanges delisting the XMR token due to regulatory scrutiny and compliance concerns. And example exchanges include the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance, which delisted Monero in 2024. OKX also delisted it in 2023, and Kraken removed it from its European and UK users in late 2024. And so what these delistings mean is it has shifted trading of Monero from centralized platforms like Binance to decentralized exchanges, which still support the token, but in the process making it harder to buy Monero for beginner-friendly investors who would like to invest in it, as decentralized exchanges require added knowledge and understanding, which can be complex. It was also seen that when major exchanges started to delist XMR, Bitcoin saw a significant increase in inflows, with a recent article stating that the darknet markets, which is part of the internet hosted within an encrypted network, were returning to Bitcoin due to rising liquidity and accessibility challenges associated with privacy-focused coins like Monero. Key points of Monero. Monero has many benefits that make it a top privacy coin. These include highest level of privacy. Monero is designed to make all transactions completely confidential. This ensures the sender, recipient, and amount of every transaction sent is untraceable. Fungibility. Monero is a fungible money because all transactions are private and untraceable, and no single Monero can be blacklisted due to its history, making XMR highly fungible and a key characteristic of sound money. Fair token launch. Monero had a fair token launch with no initial coin offering and the entire initial coin supply, and still remains available to the public through mining. Fully decentralized. Monero operates a decentralized network. That means it is not controlled by a single entity. This reduces the risk of third-party interference and also makes it resilient to censorship. EU ban privacy coins. The European Union recently approved a bill called the Anti-Money Laundering Regulation that will ban exchanges from listing privacy coins like Monero and Zcash starting in July 2027, and these rules will also see crypto service providers implement identity verification for any transactions over €1,000 as well. The reason for this move is to try and combat illegal activities like money laundering and other criminal activities, and bring crypto trading in line with traditional financial systems, but this move has raised concerns about the impact on user privacy rights. Ultimately, what this means is trading privacy coins like Monero and Zcash will no longer be available on EU-based exchanges, so will limit users in Europe to buying these coins on decentralized exchanges only. Monero Mining. The Monero network is based on a proof-of-work consensus mechanism like Bitcoin and Zcash, and involves miners validating transactions and adding them to the blockchain by using computational power to solve complex cryptographic puzzles. Miners are rewarded with newly created Monero XMR coins for their work, and unlike many other cryptocurrencies that rely on specialized hardware, Monero is designed to be mined with standard computer processors, making it accessible for anyone. And there are two types of miners: solo miners who work alone to solve the block and keep their entire reward themselves if successful, and pool miners who join forces by pooling their computing power together and splitting the rewards among them all if successful. And for a miner to get started, they would just need a powerful CPU hardware and a Monero wallet to receive their mining rewards. However, electricity cost is a factor to consider when mining, as it does take a significant amount of electricity to mine Monero. Monero Roadmap. With any project I research, I like to see a roadmap that outlines how the overall network is going to continue to improve and develop moving forward, and Monero achieves this with its detailed roadmap outlined on their website. The roadmap covers past and future updates in all areas of the network, and we can see that under future ongoing tasks we have OSPED, which stands for Optimal Static Parametric Estimation of Arbitrary Distributions. OSPED's goal is to improve privacy by accurately estimating the distribution of real spends, and so this will make it harder for attackers to guess the correct output, but to implement it would require a network upgrade or hard fork, which can be disruptive, so is probably why no implementation date has yet been given. Another major update coming soon is the full chain membership proofs upgrade, which will strengthen Monero's privacy by eliminating vulnerabilities in ring signatures blockchain system. Zcash versus Monero. Monero and Zcash are both the leading privacy-focused cryptocurrencies, but do have one key difference in that Zcash offers the choice of transparent or shielded privacy transactions, while Monero offers just privacy-based transactions only, which will be favoured by privacy maximalists. Next, when it comes to privacy technologies, Monero employs ring signatures, stealth addresses, and ring confidential transactions, which hides the amount of XMR being transferred in a transaction, and Zcash uses ZK snarks, zero-knowledge proofs, to hide transactions optionally. In terms of consensus mechanism, both Zcash and Monero use the proof-of-work consensus that requires miners to solve complex computational puzzles, validating transactions, and securing the network. When it comes to exchange support, Monero is less accessible on major regulated exchanges due to its various exchange delistings due to its privacy-only model, while Zcash is more widely available on major exchanges as it has an optional transparency transaction option that makes it more compliant for regulators. Regulatory risk is an important factor to mention, as privacy-type projects in the past have come across government issues within certain countries, and out of the two, I believe Zcash offers a lower regulatory risk due to it having optional transparency option, while Monero has high regulatory risk as it just offers the privacy-only sending option. Finally, in terms of market cap, the Zcash market cap is currently around 7.7 billion at time of recording, while Monero's market cap is around 7.4 billion. So to conclude, both are currently the main leading privacy-focused cryptocurrencies in the marketplace today. And depending on your requirements, privacy maximalists will favour Monero because it is privacy by default, while other users will like Zcash due to offering a choice of selecting either transparent or shielded transactions when sending. How many Monero to be a millionaire in this bull run? Okay, so before we look at the price predictions for Monero in this bull run, let's remind ourselves of Monero's previous all-time high price, which was $517 back in May 2021. I believe that long term the privacy coin narrative that gained momentum recently will continue in the future because of the heightened global concerns about data privacy and government surveillance for users today. And so for this reason, people are seeking greater security and privacy options for their financial transactions, with projects like Monero offering them this solution. So on the conservative end of my price prediction, and not financial advice, just my opinion, if Monero was able to increase its market cap to around 18 billion in this bull run, then this would give it a price of $1,000. On the mid-range of my price prediction, if Monero was able to get to a market cap of around 27 billion in this bull market, then this would give it a price of $1,500. Finally, on the very top end of my price prediction, if Monero was able to get to a market cap of around 46 billion, then this would give it a price of $2,500. I personally think a price high of around $1,000 Monero could be possible in this bull run. But how many Monero would you need to be a millionaire in this bull run? Using a crypto profit calculator, if we enter the current price and the predicted sell price of $1,000, we can see it required a large investment of $410,000 at today's price to get to the $1 million mark in this bull run. If we do the same again, but this time set the sell price at the mid-range of our price target prediction of $1,500, you would need an investment of $270,000 at today's price to get to $1 million mark in this bull run. And at the very high range of our price prediction, if Monero was able to get to the $2,500 prediction, this would require an investment today of $160,000 to get to the $1 million mark in this bull run. At the $1,000 price prediction, you would need to buy around 1,000 XMR tokens, which is an investment of $410,000 at today's price to become a millionaire with Monero in this bull run. At the mid-range of a $1,500 price prediction, you would need to buy around 667 XMR tokens, which is an investment of $270,000 in this bull run. And finally, at the $2,500 price prediction, you would need to buy 420 XMR tokens, which is an investment of $160,000 to become a millionaire in this bull run. Monero Future Outlook. I believe Monero's future outlook is uncertain at the moment, like with its competitor Zcash, because of the regulatory uncertainty in the EU, where a bill has been approved to ban exchanges from listing privacy coins like Monero and Zcash from 2027. With this said, Monero and Zcash are both the leading privacy-focused cryptocurrencies in the space today, but for me as an investor, Zcash edges it and stands out over Monero due to offering a unique privacy option of either transparent or shielded transactions, which makes it more compliant for regulators and therefore gives it more chance, I think, of being accepted within the current regulatory frameworks, but maybe in the future this changes.